Alrighty, this ain't my first rodeo doing this. Obviously, we all know what this is. I ain't gotta keep saying it 100 times, so let's get right to it. I'm gonna go ahead and say that there's some exciting things to talk about, maybe things to share, maybe things to explain. I'll start with the explanation first. I hadn't done this crap in a long time because I figured I'd give it up. Figured there was nothing more to talk about, but I needed time to find things. What in the name of heavens? No, don't laugh. I ain't being chased by the cops. It's a helicopter driving around for the heck of it, I guess. We are just gonna start this out. I'd say about a week or 2 weeks ago. And I never could share this out there until now. That there's a weird looking awkward cloud spotted on the top of the mountain over here, right across from where I sit all the time. And I tell you, that was weird and creepy. It would almost look like it was a mega F5 freaking, I don't know, you can call it F13 tornado if you want to. Heck, the Fujita scale don't measure the winds. It doesn't really matter. Heck, tornado, if it lands, it's going to tear something up either way. I don't care how small or big it truly is. It's going to tear something up. And I tell you, this little small town I live in can get demolished by just a little 40-mile-an-hour wind. Man, I will show you the pictures later with this audio clip later on in the video. But, however, in the meantime, that was one epic scene to see. And for you TWA fans, I get it. You missed this Saturday's event. It's okay, we didn't have one. TWA is live every Saturday night, starting this coming Saturday, Pikeville, Tennessee, behind the old health department. Don't miss it. I encourage y'all to come out and see it. Maybe sooner or later, y'all will see a different side of me. But a different side of me will be involved with TWA wrestling. Probably going to be the birthplace of Matthew Graves. But I'm not going to send out spoiler alerts. We'll just go ahead and see what the future predicts for us all, right? In the meantime, I will try to rodeo up this podcast every Friday night if I can. We'll do something. Another topic of story is about the simple word of give up. And a lot of people think that giving up is easy. And trust me, if you are that person now that thinks about giving up, let me tell you something really, really probably going to be very hard for you to ever understand. It isn't that easy. I used to be in that place. I kind of joke around about it now, but I used to be in that place, in that zone, all the time. And I guess for the mean part of me, giving up never led me nowhere. It still ain't getting me nowhere. But once you think about it, think twice, think 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and then go out there and do what it was always meant to do. Show the world, don't give up. Because when you do, I promise you will turn right back around and not give up again. It was easy for me because I'm like a zoo animal lost out of the zoo. I found my way out of that place. I never came from a zoo anyways, just joking. It's more like an asylum. And I hadn't done this kind of podcast deal since leaving Sale Creek, Tennessee. Which was exciting. And Pops, I miss you very much. You're the one that encouraged me to do all this podcast deal. Probably sure you're listening to me talking crazy. That's probably you showing that little dusty looking cloud I seen the other day that I took a picture of, but it's okay. We all see weird things every day. Every day in the light. So I guess I've started this out to mention that sooner rather than later, I'm going to appear on a certain show. I'm going to make a surprise appearance out of nowhere. September 9th, 2021. If you aren't ready, get ready. And if everything goes as planned, then it shall work out, and everybody will see him. So that's September 9th. Let's talk about it now. Now I want to talk about back to that little Luke. I could not get over it. That cloud thing, I tell you, weather things that night were very, very high. It's probably the middle of the night. Dark as heck outside. Almost barely could see the sunlight, but the only thing you really could see was the shape of the mountain, the shape of the cloud, and just a little bit of sunlight behind it all. And you could see the vortex. Yes, you sure could. It's an amazing sightseeing moment. And I'm glad, as a former I could capture that freaking picture like it was nothing. One shot wasn't good enough to capture that when you needed like 1,000. But as I said, I'm going to try and upload new podcast shows weekly. This is kind of a test episode since I hadn't been back in such a long time. And it kind of worked out to perfection because we could talk about a random cloud in the sky. But anywho, I'd say sooner rather than later, y'all just keep up with Grow Podcast on Twitter, and that will have the official information when we will actually air some shows. Again, right now this isn't a show, but I had to break it out about that dang cloud picture. And it will be shown. So, till then, y'all enjoy the holiday weekend. I get it, it's the 5th of July. 4th of July was yesterday. If y'all didn't have a happy 4th, well, so on. You should have a happy 4th. This is now going to be the happy 5th of July. Adios, amigos.